Imagine a world where we got paid based on performance, no rate difference for being a certain gender, ethnicity, or race. That is why the pay gap should be eliminated. This topic will directly affect me because I am a woman. Therefore, I would automatically make less than a man doing the same job. This would also appeal to our audience members in our class because there's a lot of different women in the class with different ethnicities. And then this would also appeal to a world of people because there are many women in the world that have to deal with the wage gap on a daily basis. So I'm going to be explaining what the wage gap is, the difference between races and gender, and also propose solutions for the problem. Okay, so the wage gap is going to be described as a pay difference that is actually caused by occupational segregation. So this means that more men can be found in higher paid positions, higher paid industries, and women can actually be found in lower paying industries. To be exact, it is women make 82 cents to the dollar that men make for doing the same job in the same industry. That means that women only make 49% of what men actually earn. And then in terms of retirement, women only actually make 70% of what men would earn. So if you think about that, we're missing out on 30% of earnings that men are getting that we are not, just based on our gender, which is wrong. That means that women only make 49% of what men actually earn. Projected pay equity shows that it would take until 2059 for women to reach equal pay among men. Collectively, women working full-time will lose out on more than $500 billion per year that men would actually be making. And that goes across the entire world. It turns out race actually plays a big part in this as well. Men that are white make the most out of everyone. So if you're a white man, congratulations, you make the most. So Latinas and Hispanics will actually get paid only 54% of what white men were paid in 2018. So this would be Latinas and Hispanic women are only making 54 cents to a dollar that men make. That is about half of what these white men are making to do the same job at the same industry. And actually, Latinas make less than white men at every education level. So it doesn't matter if you're bachelor's degree, it doesn't matter if you have a master's degree, you'll still make about half of what this white man would be making. Latinas are actually paid less than Asian women, also when they have the same education level. So if you're a Latina and you have a degree, a bachelor's degree, we'll say a bachelor's degree. If you have a bachelor's degree and then an Asian woman has a bachelor's degree and has the same job in the same industry as you, you will still make less than them just because of your gender. Black women only make about 62 cents per dollar that a white male makes. So that is a little better than Latinas, still not good, still not okay. Asian women only make 89 cents to a dollar that every white male makes. So Asian women are actually making a little bit more than white women. So that's good for them, but I mean, still not equal. I feel like men would definitely have objections to this because they would be losing out on money. But at the same time, women are losing out on money every day. So we got to create that equal thing. That's just like a suggestion. I don't really necessarily think that that's the way we should go. I would probably rather have an increase of women's salaries. But one other solution that we could really take into action would be to have companies report wages by gender and race. So the government can just regulate it more and make sure that everyone's being paid equally for the same job. So this would actually make it easier to determine who was violating equal pay. This would take the blame off the government and put the blame onto the companies that are actually violating this. And then the only thing that this might do is companies might see this as a violation of privacy. So if companies see this as a violation of privacy, they're probably not going to be on board, but they may be. Although equal pay would have a lot of benefits. There would be major economic benefits because it is actually shown that women have a higher purchasing power over men. Women actually do more than 85% of the shopping for the family, and that is actually, according to the Pew Research Center, women actually do more than 85% of the shopping than men. So, in a 2017 study done by the Institute of Women's Policy Research, they discovered that the poverty rate may be cut in half if women actually earned as much as men. Also, this equality would just provide workplace equality. Everyone would be paid for their performance, not based on gender or race. This would create a fairness throughout all companies, and then companies could also be held accountable for the pay gap instead of the government. In conclusion, the fair advantage white men carry over women of all ages, races, and ethnicity in the workplace must stop. This can be accomplished in many ways, such as giving women a pay increase to be on the same level as men. This will benefit the economy as well, just because, like I said, women have a stronger. This will benefit the economy as well because, like I said, women have a stronger purchasing power over men. It's 85% of women do the shopping. And then finally, we just need this because we need equality. The wage gap, it just doesn't discriminate. It's just if you're a woman, you automatically make less, and that's just not fair. Like, it's 2020 and we should really get it together. Thank you.